The humble vegetable seller. In the bustling streets of Rajagaha, among merchants, nobles, and beggars, there was a woman most people did not notice, or worse, deliberately ignored. She was known simply as the Old Vegetable Woman. Wrinkled, barefoot, and dressed in worn-out cloth, she sat every morning at the edge of the market with baskets of leafy greens, bitter gourds, and herbs that she had grown herself. Passers-by often turned up their noses at her, complaining of the earthy smell or mocking her weathered hands. Some children would giggle and run past, tossing pebbles toward her stall. Yet day after day, without fail, she came, quiet, patient, and persistent. One morning, while the sun had only just begun to stretch across the rooftops, a gentle hush fell over the street. The Buddha was approaching. His presence was unmistakable, calm like a still lake and luminous without effort. People bowed, some offered garlands, others whispered prayers. But the Buddha walked slowly, scanning the marketplace as though searching for something. Then he stopped, right before the old woman's humble stall. She looked up, startled. Her hands trembled slightly as she tried to straighten her baskets. She bowed awkwardly, unsure if she was worthy even of speaking to such a revered one. But the Buddha smiled at her kindly. He pointed to a bunch of fresh mustard greens. "How much for this, dear sister?" he asked gently. The woman stammered, Just a copper coin, my lord." The Buddha placed the coin in her hand and received the vegetables with both palms, as though he were receiving a precious gift. Then he said, "The one who nurtures life from the soil feeds not only the body, but the spirit of the world. You are a true giver." Tears welled up in the woman's eyes. No one had ever spoken to her like this. No one had ever called her a giver. In that moment, something changed inside her. The shame that had hunched her back for years began to lift. She sat a little taller. The world felt different, not because it had changed, but because someone had truly seen her worth. From that day on, she told her story to everyone who stopped by her stall. People listened. Some brought their children to meet her. Others, once scornful, began to offer respect. She had become a quiet symbol of dignity, proof that nobility is not in wealth or clothes, but in the heart that gives. If this story moved you, please help us continue sharing these sacred teachings. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel to support meaningful content rooted in compassion and wisdom. Together, we keep the light of the Dharma shining for the world.